Evening. The last train home brought people together. Friends, families, and strangers. Each with their own stories, laughter, and a touch of nostalgia. That was a cool October evening when Sarah, a 28-year-old artist, stood on the platform, her sketchbook tucked under her arm. She had moved back to her hometown after years in the city, seeking inspiration and a sense of belonging. The sun dipped low, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, and she watched as the steam engine appeared on the horizon, its whistle cutting through the crisp air as the train pulled in. She noticed a commotion. A young boy, no more than 7, was chasing after a wayward balloon, its bright red color dancing against the dusk. Sarah smiled, memories flooding back of her own childhood adventures in this very town. Just as the boy reached out, the wind snatched the balloon higher. It floated away, but instead of disappointment, he laughed, his carefree spirit contagious. "Hey," Sarah called out, her artist's eye catching the moment. She quickly opened her sketchbook and began to draw, capturing the boy's joy and the balloon's ascent. As she sketched, an older gentleman with a weathered face and a warm smile approached her. "You've got a good eye," he said, peering over her shoulder. "Mind if I see?" Sarah turned the sketch towards him, and his eyes lit up. "Reminds me of my grandson. He loves balloons more than anything." They chatted as the train doors opened, passengers spilling out like a burst of confetti. Among them was Mia, Sarah's childhood best friend, who had returned after a decade in New York City. Their reunion was warm and filled with laughter as they shared stories of their lives since leaving the town. The three of them found a bench and settled in as twilight fell. The old man introduced himself as Mr. Thompson, a retired conductor who had spent decades riding the rails. His tales of adventure sparked a sense of wanderlust in Sarah and Mia. "I used to tell my passengers that every journey has a story," he said, his eyes twinkling. "And every story has a way of bringing people together." As the night deepened, they shared their dreams, fears, and the weight of choices made. Sarah spoke of her struggles as an artist, Mia about the pressures of city life, and Mr. Thompson recounted the lives he'd touched through his travels. That as the clock ticked toward midnight, the last train was ready to leave. Mr. Thompson stood up, a knowing look on his face. "You two are meant for more than this town. Go chase your dreams." The words lingered in the air, stirring something deep within Sarah. She felt a mix of fear and excitement. Maybe it was time to paint a new future, one that blended her roots with her dreams. That as they waved goodbye to Mr. Thompson, a gust of wind rustled the leaves, and Sarah's heart raced with possibility. She turned to Mia, and together they made a pact to explore new horizons, to create art and memories wherever the path led them. The last train had left the station, but for Sarah and Mia, it was just the beginning of a new adventure, one that would take them far from home, yet always bring them back to the stories that started it all. And every Friday night, they'd remember that moment, that laughter and the boy with the balloon, knowing that no matter where they roamed, they carried their hometown and each other within them.